This is a story about how these vacant offices were transformed by members of Fauntleroy Church.
And it's also a story about how, even in a time of social and physical isolation, our church found ways to have its mission money work in the greater community. I'm Dianne Sprague.
And I'm Bob Wyss. We are the co-chairs of the Immigration Task Force. When we took over last fall, we faced a number of challenges. First, because of COVID, we couldn't even meet. Plus, all the immigrants were being turned away at the border, and even our plans to try and house an asylum-seeking family somewhere were just not going anywhere.
And then David Wells, who's also a church member, told us in January of an exciting opportunity. He'd learned of some UW Med students who had a dream of opening a clinic to assist folks seeking asylum. They had a place, a former St. Vincent de Paul thrift shop on Aurora Avenue in North Seattle. They had doctors, but they needed furniture.
So we decided to figure out whether this was just a dream or if it was real. And we learned a great deal about how doctors had really been volunteering in the community for more than 10 years, working with refugees, documenting what kind of violence they'd faced in the past, and actually producing a report which would go to the judge who would determine whether they would stay in the country or not. The problem had been that they really didn't have any place physically to meet, so this was going to answer a great need.
Your immigration task force was excited to work on this project. We were convinced that it was going to be a reality. We began to search for furniture. Some was donated, some was bought. We came up with 4 tables, 21 chairs, 2 couches, 3 rugs, along with art for the walls, clocks, and even trash cans. On a Saturday in April, 6 of us packed a U-Haul truck and drove to North Seattle.
The next day, a group of UW medical students cleaned the offices and set up the furniture. This is what those empty rooms now look like.
The clinic is scheduled to open in May. Students say that they'll start small and build. We hope to work with them in the future, supplying toiletries and items for the clients. That way you can help too.
All of which goes to show, as this year's stewardship message points out, we are together in spirit.